Good day, gentlemen. Lawrence of Asia coming at you once again here from Bali, Indonesia, and I am so stoked, as I told you guys. I'm here with my dear brother, Ricky from Portugal. We're chilling at his pad. Me and Ricky been connecting a lot the last couple months, and I knew that we'd be connecting once I got here to Bali, and showed me an amazing waterfall the other day. I don't know if I posted that yet, showed you guys, but just getting out in nature, fresh air, the elements here in Bali have been absolutely blessed. However, the food's blessed, so much of life, nature is blessed. However, the greatest thing about being here in Bali is the people, the connections, the family, the tribe.
Yeah, the devotion, the way that they connect with the gods in a way that's effortless. They don't try and connect with the gods. They don't try and connect with nature. They just are part of it. And it's something that I've learned as a Westerner here, is that you have to slow down in order to connect with nature, and you really have to connect with the locals. I think this is a space of healing as well. What do you think?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And what Ricky's referring to here, he's talking about the devotion of the local people with their puja, with their offerings, with their connection with the divine, their offerings to God, their ritual, and how they really slow down in that and become absolutely present.
They understand the natural way. And when we come here, we are like infants, or at least that's how I felt. And then as time progressed, if I didn't adapt to the slow tempo, I would be walking around with a racing mind, overthinking. So it took a long time for me to adapt to the tempo. But if you can adapt to the tempo here in Bali, all it takes is a leap of faith wherever you are. Maybe you're in London, Amsterdam, and you want to leave the city and you don't have courage. Take that leap of faith and don't think about how you're going to make it in Bali. Just take that leap and you'll be supported. Yeah, I really do believe that.
That's absolutely true. Just turn the light up for you gentlemen. But no, it's absolutely true.
And friendship as well. It's where I met Sean. I met Sean around a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. And he helped me. Sorry, I'm gonna
Go for it.
Yeah. Keep
Go
on
for it.
talking, I'll come back.
Yeah, go for it. Ricky's got some chicas that are, he's stopping an advertisement.
Sorry.
There's no girls coming over Ricky's place. There's
but bro, I met you.
there's an advertisement.
It was 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I met him at Sayuri. It's this Japanese place. You can sit down on the floor, have tea. And I saw him. He was always glowing. I was like, he's vibing high. And at the time, I was super depressed. So I asked him. I said, "What is it that you do?" And he taught me all of his mantras and his practices. And he taught me something very important, was to let go of the old narrative. That narrative that we tell ourselves every single day, that's just ruminating within us, and going back to, I can create a new story now. Because I found myself repeating stories of the past, and Sean caught me. He's like, man, that's an old narrative. And something shifted. So I hope you are enjoying Sean's videos, because he has so much to offer and so much to share, and he's really putting a lot of energy into this. It's literally it's past midnight here, and he wanted to do this video to share with all of you. And we're going to do more of these videos. We'll be speaking freely. Sean records it and he uploads it. He doesn't think. And I think that's what it comes down to, right?
As I was telling you, what happened with me is, and I mentioned this on my first couple of videos with you gentlemen, is that, I just made the commitment to shoot 30 videos and upload them for 30 days, not miss a day. I think I may have missed one day in my first 30 days, right? And then that next day I uploaded 2 videos. But I just got out of my own way, let go of the idea of perfection or needing to come up with the perfect video, this, that, or the other, and just allowing myself to move through the process. And then when I got to the other side of that 30 days, I didn't have any of that hiccup mind anymore. It was gone. Mm-hmm. Now, if I go for more than a week, it might come back. If I go for 2-3 weeks, a month or two, and I don't make videos, but as long as I'm making a video every couple of days, like, it's just very natural for me to shoot a video, to share, and there's so much benefit in it. And as I don't know if I've told you this, but I know I've told my audience this, that this for me has very much been its own therapy. I'm talking to you as I'm talking to myself. And it's a great point of reflection. But, I've traveled the world for the last 13 years. There's so much that I've gathered. There's so much that I've seen. There's so many various cultures and various ways of life. And you don't have to live the Western way of life. You don't have to pursue the degree and the nicest house and car you can get and all the nicest clothes, etc., etc.
Yeah, it's breaking free from concepts, breaking free from labels and thinking, okay, I'm alive, I'm going to die, memento mori, remember that you will die. So every single moment is an opportunity to change direction. And a lot of the times it's not about adding on things, but looking around you, observing, what can you remove? Because only if you remove things can you create space for better things to come through. And it's the same thing that happens internally in our minds. It's about letting go, letting go, letting go, letting go, creating inner space so creativity can come through, the courage can come through, and you can take these leaps of faith. Because we're in Bali right now. This is surreal. I come from a village in Portugal. If I tell anybody the life I'm living, they won't believe me. I had a friend that came over a few months ago, and before coming to Bali, he thought, oh, you must be living a poor lifestyle. And he came here, he was in my space like you are now, and he's like, oh, wow, this is possible? You live here? I said, yeah. And anybody can. I can, Sean can, you can. And what we're doing here in Bali is we're building a little team, a community with people who are all vibing high. Everybody wants to create. Everybody wants to uplift one another, encourage.
From all over the world.
From all over the world. You can meet someone from Korea. The next second you meet a young lady from Tokyo, a gentleman from Belgium. And all of a sudden they're your friends and you have people together and everyone's connecting. That's the type of space you want to be in. My dad used to say, the closer you are to the center of a city, the less energy there is. It's an energetic graveyard. And when the further you move away from it, the more energy there is. So think about it, we're on an island. How far away from the city are we?
Yeah, there's no real city here. There is somewhat of
people, right, in Bali.
What was that?
4 million people in Bali.
Okay, 4 million people on the island here.
London has what, 10 million?
I don't know. Yeah.
Something like that. Right, yeah. Tokyo has close, what, 30 million, 40 million?
Yeah.
41 million?
Yeah.
41 million?
I don't know what it is.
Something extremely high.
Yeah. I know there's 20 plus million in Seoul and Incheon together.
I'm gonna check, bro. Tokyo.
Sure. Yeah, Tokyo, go to the top of the rooftop and you look as far as you can in every direction, all you see is more buildings. So gentlemen, it's past midnight, as Ricky said here, and we're just having some tea. And he's got two young, lovely ladies coming over in a moment. I'll be heading home shortly.
Bro, it says 13.9, it can't be correct.
Oh yeah, 109?
One second. 37.4 million people.
Oh, 37 million in Tokyo, right.
That's the number one capital with the most people in the world, Tokyo.
Right.
And it's also number one, for suicide or something?
Right.
Mental health problems.
number one, number two, yeah. Actually, South Korea's number one for all that. Child suicide and male suicide and suicide in general. Yeah. So, gentlemen, that word that Ricky used earlier, courage. That is the dividing line between the ones who have a chance and a potentiality to even have a different life and those who never will. If you cannot engage your courage, if you cannot allow yourself to be courageous, you'll live in the lower realms, you'll live in the lower frequencies, and you'll never up-level or get beyond the realm of courage to magic and beauty and potentiality. You'll never see the potential that your life could be.
Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is acting despite fear being there. And even if it's a baby step, it's not. Maybe you don't take the leap, but take the baby step. Maybe search for places in Bali that you can travel to. Doesn't mean you're going to buy the ticket. And next day start speaking about Bali with your friends. And then all of a sudden, one night you're laying down and you buy it. But it's all a process. So never underestimating small increments.
Right.
Because courage is walking through the flames.
Yes.
Literally. Like, just walk through the flames and don't think about the fire. Just walk. And eventually, there's no fire. That was all created by the mind. That's another layer. It's all distortions. It's all mental.
Yes.
You are not your thoughts. These thoughts that you're having that are preventing you from having courage, from being who you could be, are illusions.
Absolutely. Amen.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, these thoughts that you are having that are stopping you from being who you could be are illusions, gentlemen.
Yeah. The thing is, you can imagine it as a lake. You throw a rock into the lake, it's scattered. You can't see your own reflection in the water. The same is happening with the mind. So the mind is throwing thoughts at you, and you're engaging with them, you're identifying with them, all your attention is going towards them. And what happens is you start creating narratives, you start feeding worry, because at the end of the day, you're feeding your thoughts with your libido, with your life force. But if you can direct it towards something that is meaningful and you can do this by learning certain practices. So it's all about reinventing yourself without fear. Even if you leave many people behind that you think that are going to be there forever, you'll notice that the people that surround you will change as you change. Inner, outer, not outer, inner. So it's all about going inwards, doing the spiritual practices, but with balance. You don't have to go live in Tibet. You can do your practices in the morning, then you can go out, you can meet people, you can date if you want to, you can do business, and you come back. But you know that you are playing a game in a virtual reality. That is all. That is all. And then you come back and you connect with the spiritual. But the outer world is illusion. So you come back in. And whatever happens externally, observe it as if you were observing a play in the theater. Like you go to the cinema, you're watching a movie, it all passes. And if you can become an observer of your own video, of your own movie, you can start to understand that nothing belongs to you. It's an experience. So if you're having an experience that ends, might as well enjoy. What else? What else are we going to do?
You know, you only have so long to live, gentlemen. And today could be or any of us last day, right? Life is so precious, okay? Why not live every moment in the state of love, in the state of celebration, joy, appreciation?
Gratitude for what you have, not for what you want. If you stop for a moment, think about it. Maybe your mother's alive, maybe your grandmother's still alive. You have food in the fridge, you have warm water, you have a bed, you're safe. And we take this for granted because the illusion of something is missing. Nothing can be missing because nothing belongs to you. And that's the thing, we always want to grasp at things.
But nothing can be missing, gentlemen. Did you hear that? Nothing can be missing because nothing belongs to you.
Nothing. Everything that you see around you, everybody that you meet, it's fading. It's a dream. If you're in a dream and you meet someone in a dream you've never seen before and you wake up, you're like, you're not going to be attached to it because it's a dream. But what happens when the dreamer wakes up in a dream? It becomes a lucid dream, and then they realize they can fly, and then they become excited and they wake up and they're like, oh. But what happens if you wake up in life? It's the same as waking up in a dream.
Then you stop dreaming because you're living your dream, gentlemen.
And you're observing it play out, and you understand that that's all you can do. Observe, and everything falls in place. I have these days where I think I need a tailor to create a kimono for me. An hour later, a lady will come to me and say, oh, I just made this kimono. I said, oh, who? A tailor. Oh, okay. Oh, I need a reflexologist. I have a pain in my foot. I know. I just put it out there. That's what I need. I'm not searching for it. It happens. And the more you seek, it's almost like the universe doesn't like when I'm searching for a partner because, I need to be with someone. I'm 32 years old and I want to have a kid. No. You don't need anything. This is another dogma. You are searching for something outside of yourself, and that creates anxiety because you're searching and you don't have it. So your standards are what is creating anxiety ultimately. You have standards that are illusionary.
Illusionary. Yeah.
Illusionary.
The illusionary need.
So this is the thing. If you have faith in God, have faith in fate. Because if you meet someone and you think, oh, they're the one I want to be with for the rest of my life, then trust in God that will just happen just by being yourself. You don't have to go there. Just go. Smile at the person. Be loving without any expectation. Then go. And eventually a friend will invite you to dinner. You won't feel like going, but you'll go. And she'll be sitting in the corner table. And then you'll just be quiet. She'll come to you and say, hey, I would love to go on a walk with you. And you didn't, nothing. And then all of a sudden, she's the mother of your children. This happens. I'm not a father yet, but I experience it in very different ways.
Yes.
Where when I don't search for someone, I can like someone and I won't see them for 6 months and I'll bump into them at an airport. And then from there, that moment on, our relationship grows. And it turns into something that was beyond what I could imagine, because life is always like that. It's always different than we imagine it to be. It turns out different. But I know that's in my mind. I know that's a possibility. But if it doesn't happen, I'm good. I would love to fly to Tokyo with the love of my life. But it will be the same if I fly alone. I'll feel great. And if someone's there, great. If someone's not there, great. Ramen is tasty with or without someone next to you. You know?
Right.
So focus on the ramen, not on the empty chair next to you. You know? Yeah.
What you think, gentlemen? You want to comment on Ricky below, feel free to. And at the end of this, we may be wrapping it up soon. The two young ladies are on their way over now.
I don't know if they come.
We can also plug in Ricky's Instagram or whatnot. If you gentlemen do care to connect with Ricky, he knows everyone here in Bali as well. Great contact to have and a great friend. Very sincere, grounded, and just loves to celebrate life, and also loves to bring people together as well. He's just a natural at that. That's who he is.
Love you, bro. Thank you, bro.
Most certainly. So where we are right now in Bali is in a very special place called Ubud. It's in the center of the island. And when a lot of you think of Bali, you may not think of the center of the island at all. Many people would just think of beaches, right? Surfing, this, that, or the other. So Ubud is a very special place in the center of the island. It essentially means healing, right? And this is the place that I find to be most at home here on the island. It is a centerpiece. It is a hub it is a home for people from all over the world. I think much more so than any of the other beach towns here in Bali. And even when I first came to Bali, I actually never came to Ubud the first time I was here. I was just hustling my CD on the beach in Kuta Beach. I had a hotel for the month. So gentlemen, what are you working on? What are you working towards? And are you allowing yourself to dream? Are you allowing yourself to imagine the life that you love or like to create? And then are you willing to have the courage to carry it out? And if I may, gentlemen, if you stay with me this long, feel free to comment below. But if I may, the cost, gentlemen, as I talk to you about many, many videos, can really be whatever you want it to be. You could live here in Bali for as little as $200 a month if you needed to do so. Would not be an issue. You could do that. Now, I'm not telling you that you'd have everything, right? You'd have a place to live, you'd have a bed, you'd have food, you'd be full. Could you have a scooter as well? Maybe you could squeeze in a scooter as well. Or maybe you'd have to hitchhike around, I don't know. But, point being is that it doesn't have to cost a lot of money. You can live very, 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 very well for $1,000 a month. You don't need to have $1,000 a month. $600 a month is still enough as well. You can live very well. Ricky, you want to step back in the video before I wrap it up? So, gentlemen, if you have stayed with me, let me know that you made it to the end of the video, and let me know that you've heard the frogs below in the rice paddies.
Yeah, one more thing. Sorry, guys. I just went to get some beetroot juice. Beetroot, apple, ginger, lime. These juices like antidotes for the soul. So if you come to Bali, I can hook you up with the best juices, and let's create more of these videos.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Do you want to plug in you want to give them your Instagram or anything like that?
My Instagram is Shinzo Igaku. ShinzoIgaku. And this means heart medicine in Japanese. I write poetry. I share a lot of my perspective about mental health, and just express myself on my page. Check it out. And thank you for doing this video with me. You know how awkward I feel behind the camera, but I actually feel pretty good with you, man. So
it's all in the preliminary. It's prior to shooting. Once you push the button, it becomes effortless. It becomes natural and easy, right? It's prior to you get nervous, right?
yeah.
Got this awesome tea set, gentlemen. I'm just gonna show you around real quick. I'll show you around Ricky's place. I won't give the secret location away, but it's just blessed with all this beautiful art from the moment you walk in.
It's my temple. I've been here for 2 years.
It's a temple. He's been here for 2 years.
It's my home. Yeah, sure.
We've got a kitchen in here. Got a workout pull-up bars here. Got the music going. Beautiful rugs. I got these Persian rugs as you enter in. As you enter in, you got more Persian rugs. Lots of art in the place. And this particular
as well.
Yeah, this particular villa here, where my friend is at, is it's in a very, very, very special place. It is at the end of Champuan Ridge, which is a really famous hike here in Ubud. And this is at the very, very tail end of that hike. This is an outdoor shower, gentlemen. Got the plants. So I think Ricky at the moment is paying next to nothing for this place. You wouldn't even believe how affordable he's getting it. It's got pandemic pricing.
$250.
$250 a month.
Wait, 3.5 mil. How much is it? $225.
Yeah, 200 and about $33. 233 bucks a month. That's what he's paying. So got awesome art in here as well. So yeah, gentlemen, just wanted to show you this. And then an awesome balcony as well with rice paddies all around.
Sure. The album, 1 second.
And he's even got women here as well.
Oh, we're listening to it.
Got a kitchen as well. Some more art. Narcos music playlist. This will make you feel like you're eating empanadas with Pablo Escobar. I mean, far out. We got aliens in the house, guys. So anyway, gentlemen, I love you. God bless. Stay sharp, stay strong, stay healthy. Drop down. Give me 20, gentlemen. Stay grateful. We're also blessed to be alive, gentlemen. God bless. We'll see you in the next one. All right. Peace, gentlemen.